It's the OCG Fam Show. When you're feeding plants that are just getting started, how much is too much? Let's talk about it. Hey there, Bob from Oregon's Constant Gardener. Welcome to the OCG Fam Show. To you, my YouTube buddies, what's going on? Let me know in the comments. We'll talk about it after the show. Right now, let's just get into the show. I got just a short clip today, but I thought it was a good one. Scott and I have been talking quite a bit about foliar feeding and that sort of thing. And we talked about, one of the videos a little while back was foliar feeding for mother plants right before you're gonna do cuttings. And then when you're making those cuttings into, getting some rooting going on those, about the foliar feeding and how important that was. And so we got a question that was about, once you got them in the dirt, how soon do you go to root drenching those plants, and then do you cut off the foliar? Do you keep doing the foliar? And so this is a little clip that goes a little more into detail about that. I thought it was valuable. I hope you like it. So watch the clip, and I'll talk to you after.
Can you overwhelm those roots? Can you harm those roots by overfeeding them? Can you speak to that?
Absolutely.
I know, but I mean, can you speak to that? I mean, what are we trying to?
Well, I mean, they're just developing, and really, when they're brand new like that, they have a lot of nutrition they're bringing onto the plant, so they're not really looking for the food more than the root development. And once they start diving into that medium and sourcing the food, by giving them too much, you can kind of retard their growth in a sense. I mean, if you don't burn them or anger them with overfeeding them, you can kind of retard their growth as they're trying to figure out why they had so much food at one time. So really easing into it, that's why cutting that foliar feed in half to start dabbling in the watering will do just as fine. I mean, it'll be more beneficial to the plant because they're getting these little trace amounts of food in the first stages of life.
So are you going just as strong with the foliar as you start to feed the roots, or are you transitioning?
It wouldn't hurt them at all because they're already used to that and they're doing it. So
so just keep rolling
I
with
don't
them.
start the soil drench, or I don't even tease the roots with nutrition until I put them in their first potted soil. And so, or their first soil pot, and then once they're in that pot, then I'll start babying them into the clone / early veg cycle of the recipe.
Okay, what do you think of that? Helpful, informative, entertaining? Let me know in the comments. Anything you want to talk about, put that in the comments. Let's talk about it. Let's get some questions in there for viewer questions episode of Scott coming up. And just keep on keeping on. I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow. The OCG Fam Show. It's pretty good. It happens every day. It's the OCG Fam Show. See you tomorrow.